Hello and welcome to FF Lifestyle. In today's video, we're going to be doing another skate park tour. This skate park tour is a little bit special because we are still here on my honeymoon in North Carolina. And this skate park is on Hatteras Island. I drove by it yesterday in a vlog that you guys are going to be seeing here on the channel. And it looks like it's mainly just different bowls. There's not much flat ground options or anything like that, but I think it's going to be a blast. It looked like a really tiny little skate park and one that I really didn't find any videos of online. So I'm excited to finally make this one, so that way if somebody's vacationing here or just lives in Hatteras and is looking for a skate park, you guys will be able to see a little bit more of a high definition video of what that skate park is. We are staying here in Avon, so it's only a 12-minute drive and it's pretty much just straight down the street, which is pretty awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and start driving there. Should take no time at all, and then we'll see what we can do at the park. Also, earlier in the week, you guys saw me try a Celsius drink in one of the other vlogs, and it was like a mixed berry or something like that. Not great at all. I ended up getting another one. It's the Kiwi Guava Celsius drink. And I gotta say, I'm about halfway done with this one, and I'm kinda getting the hype. It's still not the best energy drink I've ever tried. There's a lot that I would try above this, and I guess, you know, you have the no sugar, no preservatives, and all that stuff, but it is a lot better tasting than the mixed berry. I am not training today at the gym. We are just doing skateboarding on the off day, so that is why I'm having some extra caffeine in this Celsius drink, because I'm not having a pre-workout today. But overall, probably about like a 6 or 7 out of 10. And we're here. This is an awesome little park. It's really easy to miss because it's actually right behind a gas station. So you kind of pull up and you're like, what is going on? But it's actually part of this whole kind of park here with a soccer field, playground, different things like that. And it's really just one big bowl, and then it comes up after these little humps here to this other section that brings you to kind of a rounded quarter pipe over there and a super steep wall on the other side, which is really cool. I'm excited to skate this. Since it's all a lot of vert stuff, I'm probably going to be wearing a helmet and quite a bit of these clips just because I'm older now. I'm trying to protect myself, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm very excited. Let's get warmed up and see what we can do at this Hatteras skate park. One of the first things I noticed is that guy. Take a look at that spider, man. Kind of looks like a freaking mini tarantula in a way. I don't want to get my hand too close to it, but I do want to show you guys kind of the size. You can see there, that is a big old spider on the ramp, but luckily it's not the part that I'm skating. So my favorite thing so far has to be this tiny little bump right there. It's super fun and super sketchy at the same time. You probably can't pick it up at all on camera, but it is really sharp on one side. So trying to pop like an ollie off it or something like that, I'm sure for somebody that's more advanced, be no problem. For me, I'm like almost dying each time. So it's more so at my experience level, going pretty fast and just kind of like right over the top of it and hoping to get a little bit of air. But let me see if I can show you guys that. So right here is where I've been trying to go up. And like I said, you can barely tell on camera, but it is really steep, and then it's really tiny, and then another really steep on the other side. So it's very challenging. It's a lot more challenging than you might think. However, when you're using them to ride the bull and you're going up this really large one and then up this kind of medium one over there to get a little bit more speed pumping, it works really, really well. I think I'm feeling some rain coming on. Wasn't supposed to rain today, but that sucks really bad because we might have to hang out in the car for just another second here because this camera is not waterproof. So before I ended on this camera, this section over here with the ginormous spider is super, super steep. I haven't messed around with anything over there. I did do drop in quick. It has old pool style coping up at the top, which is super interesting. You don't see this a lot in bowls really anywhere. And the only downfall with this for a beginner dropping in, and I felt it the first time, is how vertical the top is. It really, the vert of it goes inward and then out. So it can be a really challenging drop in because you're kind of almost airing it for a second and then dropping into a very, very straight up and down angle. And then on the other side here, you have this really nice roll in that it has no coping up top at all. So I'm loving it because I can practice just kind of rolling into the bowl like somebody else that's more advanced would air into the bowl. And then on the other side there, you have kind of almost like a vert wall, but it's not necessarily a vert wall. I'll show you guys kind of the angle of it so you can get a better idea. It's got a little bit of an angle to it, so it's not necessarily entirely a vert wall, but it's just enough that you can get some nice slides up it, and you could even probably drop in just fine. I haven't dropped in on that one yet. Just sprinkling a little bit now, which is unfortunate because I hope it doesn't pick up. The weather changes here really, really frequently. So 1 second, it can be kind of cloudy, a little bit sunny, and then it goes into rain. And then all of a sudden it's really cloudy, and then all of a sudden it's sunny again. So you never know. But since the rain's picking up, I'm gonna have to put this camera in the car because I just can't risk it getting wet, and I'll have to break out the GoPro. We'll see if we can even continue skating at this point. I'm gonna probably call it because it's coming down quick. I'm gonna see you guys in the car. And just like that, guys, we are done. As I was just saying in the skate park, the weather changes so fast here. And as you can see through the windshield, it is still kind of pouring, kind of not. It's crazy. It almost feels like you're next to a waterfall and it's all just kind of spraying you. You have to remember that the ocean is literally a couple hundred feet that way, and now almost it looks like it's getting sunny again. But unfortunately, the skate park looks pretty rained out. I didn't see any drains or anything like that, so that's something to keep in mind. If it had just rained heavily the night before or the morning of, it is cement, so it's probably going to dry up relatively fast, but there's a good chance that there's going to be puddles of water. It rained a little bit last night, and there was maybe 1 or 2 puddles right where I was skateboarding today. So I'm sure after this, unfortunately, the park's going to be pretty much a no-go for the rest of today. So we're going to have to wrap it up a little bit earlier than I had thought. Overall, very fun. I would rate the park out of 10. Maybe I should start doing ratings a little bit more. Would you like that? I haven't rated any parks. So I would rate this skate park a high 7, honestly. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. The only reason why I say it's not the best is because I would love to see just a little bit more diversity and have like maybe a flat rail or something like that somewhere else so you have more street stuff as well. That's what I'm more used to. But from my experience going to skate parks in the Jersey Shore and also another beach skate park here, you'll see it a lot of the time that because you have such a greater surfing community and water sports community that it's rarely ever a street park. It's always kind of a really cool bowl that has a lot of interesting obstacles that you're not generally used to, and that would definitely explain the Hatteras skate park. It has some flat areas that you can practice, and then I think I see like a basketball court out that way. Not sure if you're able to skateboard there, but that would be a really good place to practice. It's extremely well maintained. all the ramps, everything like that. Nothing's falling apart. It seems like a very new skate park, which is really nice. There is one other skate park getting a little bit closer to, I believe, Kitty Hawk in North Carolina, and that looked very interesting. It looked like there was a little bit more flat, but somewhat of the same style. But I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you've enjoyed somewhat of a kind of inside 1080p look at the Hatteras skate park. This is probably going to be one of the few videos of this skate park here. One of the last comments that I want to make about it is the few times that we drove by and the few videos that I saw, I never really saw this park very busy. It seemed that pretty much whatever time we drove by, there was only one or two little kids here kind of messing around on the ramps, and I never saw like a bunch of skateboarders here. Now, obviously, I'm not a local, so that could totally change, and we are out of season. It is actually Halloween today, so that could be why as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, like the video if you enjoyed it. It greatly helps me out, and stay tuned for more awesome content to come very soon.